In the world of music, whispers of conspiracy and hidden truths often lurk beneath the surface. Today's story uncovers the shocking events leading to the tragic demise of Angie Stone, an artist whose career was as vibrant as the controversies surrounding her life. Angie's journey was marked by remarkable achievements, yet dark shadows crept in as she navigated the cutthroat music industry. This tale takes us through the roller coaster of her life, exploring the triumphs that defined her and the treacherous pitfalls that ultimately led to her untimely demise. What was the price of fame for Angie? Did she become a target for powerful forces, trying to silence her before she could share the secrets she had uncovered? With every detail, a narrative of ambition, struggle, and betrayal emerges, painting a complex picture of an artist who faced insurmountable odds. As we dive deeper into Angie's story, we will uncover the layers of intrigue, revealing a life that was anything but ordinary. This isn't just about her music. It's about the battles she fought, the sacrifices she made, and the legacy she left behind. Prepare yourselves, because what you're about to hear may challenge everything you thought you knew about Angie Stone, her career, and the music industry at large. Buckle up, as this journey through the highs and lows, the glitz, and the grim realities of fame begins here. The bizarre circumstances of Angie's death. Angie Stone's death on March 1st, 2023, shocked fans and friends alike, as it came suddenly in a supposed freak event crash near Montgomery, Alabama. What makes this tragedy even more bizarre is the fact that Angie was the only fatality among 9 passengers in the van. This detail alone raised eyebrows and sparked numerous conspiracy theories. Many began to question if her death was truly an accident, or if darker forces were at play, especially considering Angie's history of speaking out against injustices in the music industry. In the weeks leading up to her untimely demise, Angie hinted at feeling watched, and some even noted her increasingly erratic behavior. Friends and family described her as being on edge, as if she sensed something was off. Adding to the mystery, Angie's autopsy revealed unexpected findings, including the presence of sedatives that had never been prescribed to her. These revelations led some to speculate if she had been drugged prior to the incident, fueling the theory that she was silenced for knowing too much about the industry's secrets. As details surrounding the event unraveled, fans pointed out troubling parallels to other mysterious deaths in music history, notably Lisa, Left Eye Lopez, who also died in a car accident while addressing corruption within the industry. With so many unanswered questions, fans are left wondering, was Angie's death merely an unfortunate accident, or was it a calculated act to silence a voice that dared to challenge the status quo? The dark allure of the music industry. Hints of a cover-up. Recent details from Angie's autopsy hinted at something far more sinister than a tragic accident, with evidence suggesting a potential cover-up. Astonishing, right? Sedatives were found in her system, sedatives that she never used and, most importantly, had no prescription for. This shocking revelation raises eyebrows, lending credibility to the idea that someone orchestrated her demise. Bruises on her body were also noted, bruises that didn't match the expected injuries from a car crash, leaving many to wonder how they got there. Some critics argue that this was a deliberate act, an attempt to silence her right before she revealed industry secrets. Adding to the suspicion is the fact that no dashcam footage or eyewitness reports have emerged. No thorough crash investigation has been made public, and Angie's phone logs were wiped clean shortly after the incident. It's as if someone wanted to erase any trace of the events leading up to that tragic night. The timeline itself appears murky, with critical hours missing from the official account, igniting further speculation. Angie Stone wasn't just another artist. She was a potent voice ready to expose the murky underbelly of the music industry. Her death came just as she was preparing to unveil what she knew about powerful figures exploiting emerging artists. With so much at stake, and given her history of speaking out, including potential legal battles over unpaid royalties, is it possible that her death was a calculated move to keep her quiet? The implications are staggering. leading fans to ask if they will ever uncover the truth behind the shadows of that fateful night. Her daughter's fight for truth. In the wake of Angie Stone's tragic death, her daughter, Diamond, found herself thrust into a battle for the truth surrounding her mother's mysterious demise. Gone was the carefree life of a young woman. Instead, Diamond faced the daunting task of uncovering the secrets that seemed to envelop the music industry and her mother's legacy as questions swirled about the circumstances of the accident that took Angie from her. Just days after Angie's passing, Diamond began to voice her concerns, stating that she feared for her safety. Her instincts told her that something wasn't right, and she insisted on investigating the incidents leading up to her mother's death. As she delved deeper, Diamond discovered a shocking pattern, drawing connections between Angie's struggles and the broader issues faced by artists who dared to expose industry corruption. Intent on bringing her mother's story to light, Diamond sought to leak the full autopsy report, which she believed held vital information about Angie's final hours. However, a series of obstacles emerged as those in power seemed to work against her. The autopsy report was allegedly locked away, and even hospital staff encountered unusual pressure to stay silent. Diamond couldn't shake the feeling of being watched, an unsettling echo of her mother's own fears. Determined not to let her mother's voice be silenced, she rallied fans and supporters to raise awareness about their shared fight for justice. Diamond's quest is not just about her mother, but about delivering a message that truth and transparency are vital in an industry that often seeks to bury inconvenient narratives, especially when they threaten to expose hidden agendas and powerful figures. Connections to other mysterious deaths. In the murky waters of the music industry, tragedies often cloud the legacies of artists who dare to challenge the status quo. Angie Stone's untimely death draws chilling parallels to a number of other mysterious cases, leaving fans and conspiracy theorists alike questioning the circumstances surrounding these incidents. One notable comparison is with Lisa "Left Eye" Lopez, who tragically lost her life in a car accident while filming a documentary on industry corruption. Coincidentally, Lopez was also embroiled in conflicts with the powerful figures of the music world, much like Angie, just before her demise. Another haunting connection lies with the unforgettable Michael Jackson, whose own battles with industry moguls led him to publicly declare that he believed he was being targeted for speaking out, a sentiment echoed by many who knew him, including Angie. As fans dig deeper, the unsettling coincidences multiply. Several artists, who attempted to bring hidden truths to light, have met untimely ends, often in suspicious circumstances that don't add up. The severity of these incidents raises alarm bells and questions about a system that seeks to silence voices that threaten its power. By examining these connections, we uncover a potentially dangerous pattern where the convergence of fame, conflict, and unexpected deaths creates an environment ripe for speculation. Could Angie Stone's tragic fate, like those of her predecessors, serve as a cautionary tale for those still in the industry? As we explore further, the chilling significance of these connections becomes undeniable, painting a portrait of an industry that may not only harbor secrets, but also actively seeks to hide them, leaving many to wonder what truly happened behind the scenes. The burden of truth in the shadows. In a world where the glitz and glamour of the music industry often mask deeper, darker realities, the quest for truth can be both a noble and dangerous pursuit. Artists like Angie Stone, who dared to shine a light on the hidden corruption, have faced unimaginable challenges. The shadows that shroud the industry are home to secrets, betrayals, and ruthless power plays. When artists speak out, they risk not only their careers, but often their very lives. The pressure to conform to an image, to play by the rules, can become suffocating, leaving many feeling isolated and vulnerable. It's a battle fought behind closed doors, where whispers become gunshots, and the quest for authenticity can lead to grave consequences. To those willing to tread the murky waters of truth, every step can feel like a tightrope walk, a dance with danger. Angie's tragic story is one that echoes through the industry, with ripples of fear and uncertainty as artists question who they can trust and whether their voices will ever truly be heard. The untold stories pile up, waiting to be unveiled, trapped in the shadows of an industry that too often prioritizes profit over people. When silence becomes the norm and speaking out comes at a cost, the burden of truth becomes one that only the bravest can bear. Artists must navigate these treacherous waters with caution, choosing when to fight back and when to step back, knowing that each decision could alter their fate forever. A wider shadow over the music industry. The music industry has long been under scrutiny, with countless artists like Angie Stone facing challenges that extend far beyond their talent. Whispers of conspiracy and hidden agendas often lurk beneath the surface. Many believe that powerful figures in the industry manipulate artists, robbing them of their rights and futures. Angie's career was a testament to this, as she fought to gain recognition for her contributions, yet found herself ensnared in a web of deceit. It is increasingly apparent that those who dare to challenge the status quo can end up paying the ultimate price. The tragic deaths of artists, from Angie to Lisa, Left Eye Lopez, raise disturbing questions about the lengths to which some will go to maintain control. Fans are connecting the dots, drawing parallels between these untimely demises and uncovering a pattern that suggests a darker undercurrent within the industry. As Angie's story unfolds, it becomes clear that her struggles resonate with a broader narrative of betrayal, exploitation, and the quest for justice. The legacy of artists like Angie is at stake, as their voices seek to rise above the shadows, demanding transparency and accountability. This complex landscape necessitates a closer examination of how the music industry operates and who truly benefits from the artistry created. Artists must not only navigate their creativity, but also remain vigilant of those who may seek to suppress their brilliance, highlighting the urgent need for reform and support within the industry, lest more stories of loss unfold. In conclusion, Angie Stone's life and untimely death serve as a stark reminder of the dangers lurking behind the glamorous facade of the music industry. As fans connect the dots and demand answers, one thing is clear: the pursuit of truth in such a tangled web may come at a costly price. Did Angie really threaten the wrong people, or are we merely uncovering coincidences hidden in the shadows? This story sheds light on the complexities and dark realities that artists face as they strive to carve out their identities in an industry fraught with manipulation, deceit, and betrayal. The tragedy of Angie Stone is not just a singular event, but rather a reflection of broader systemic issues that pervade the music world. It raises critical questions about trust, loyalty, and accountability, while highlighting the urgent need for transparency and justice for the voices that can no longer be heard. As we continue to explore the narratives surrounding artists like Angie, it becomes imperative that we remain vigilant, questioning the narratives we are presented with, and seeking the truth, no matter how deeply it may be buried. The legacy of Angie Stone reminds us that the fight for recognition and respect in an industry built on exploitation is an ongoing battle. Ultimately, her story is a call to action, urging us not just to remember, but to advocate for the truth in honor of those who have been silenced. As we reflect on her life and contributions, let us join the conversation, pushing for deeper investigations and understanding, ensuring that the legacies of artists like Angie Stone are celebrated and protected.